Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast, The Musicians of Today. My name is Gregg-Ham. I'm your host. Today we'll be joined by Kasinda. She is a violist on Instagram. We're going to be deep diving into the inner voice of the orchestra, which is the viola. And let's talk about why the viola isn't a horrible instrument. Welcome, Kasinda. How are you?
Good.
That is great. So, Kasinda, let's talk about like what everybody wants to know. How did you start playing the viola? Most violists start playing like the violin and stuff, But how did you start?
Well, I also started on the violin, and then I wanted to audition for a youth orchestra in my city, but I wasn't good enough on violin. So then my parents were like, "Okay, learn the viola." So then I did.
So you weren't good enough on the. That's typical violist
Yeah.
activity. Typical. So when you switched, did you ever want to like switch back to the violin, or do you're like this C string is for me?
I definitely never want to switch back because I quit violin like a year after I started learning viola because I think it's just after playing viola I don't like how small the violin feels.
You don't like how small the violin? Yeah, it is a pretty small instrument, but I also that's why I will rather like the violin that I have. It has a kind of large lower bout, and I like it. Not that I'll ever play the viola or anything, but I just I like bigger lower bouts, and I love the high pitch E string. So the viola, right, has been called the meat of the orchestra in the orchestra sandwich, whatever you call it. What do you think about that?
I would agree. I definitely think it's very important, more important than the second violins, if you were to ask me. Um, I think that it is honestly the best instrument in the orchestra.
That's like a far reach now.
Because we've have melody and stuff with the violins and the cellos, and I think we're just the best of both worlds, and we're the best.
So what makes you better than a bass, than a double bass?
In my opinion, bass has to be the worst because I just feel like they're not necessary, to be honest. I feel like viola can just do whatever they do. Like they're really just there for visual effect, in my opinion.
Oh, all the bass players are gonna hate you now. All the bass players just got hated on. I actually think that bass is the most important instrument in the orchestra. I don't know. I just think like they're there to keep the tempo, They have a simple and easy part. Keep the tempo. And the basses are there to help everybody keep the tempo. So I think they're pretty good. They're like the bread, right? Kind of like bread or the sandwich. Or what would they be? The mayonnaise? I don't know. Because you have to have the mayonnaise to make it a sandwich. If there's no mayonnaise, then it's not good. So yeah, you mentioned you have kind of like the melody of like the violins and stuff. So what makes you think that violin is not like the great instrument? Why viola?
Well, as a former violinist, I just think violin is just too too much.
Too
I think
much. Okay.
I think the E string is just a terrible thing to exist.
Oh.
I think playing the violin, when I played the violin, I had a terrible mindset, Like
Okay.
I had a toxic mindset. But after switching to the viola, I realized, it doesn't even like it's never that serious. And I can just sit back and relax and it's great.
Well, you don't have to do anything as a viola,
Exactly.
You'll just never have the melody because y'all not important. That's what it is. Like you're never important. So right, you're never important, right? You can agree on that,
Incorrect.
right?
Incorrect.
Well, you just said that y'all don't have to do anything.
Well, I think the viola's natural beauty, really does what it needs to do. Like we don't have to do much because since our instrument happens to be the best instrument to exist, our instrument does most of the hard work for us.
You are the most violist advocator I ever seen. Well, okay, but you know the video that I just posted, right? The we are Charlie Kirk, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I think that was better than it was on viola, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, like I think it sounded better. Even like the high pitch is just like it just sounds better, you know, than like whatever that C string was, you know. Nobody cares about the C string. Nobody likes it, you know.
I would have to disagree.
You will have to disagree. What's so good about the C string and what's so bad about the E string?
I would say the C string has never hurt my ear. And you know, when I play, like when I'm playing something really loud, like Mars from the Planet Suite, and then you play a lot of notes on the C and G, and it just makes your whole head vibrate, and it's just really cool. So that's part of the reason I like.
Well, what if I don't want my head to vibrate?
Well, well, you're missing out, is what I would say. I think
Okay.
the E string is just painful to listen to.
No, it's very sweet. In a way, you know, the E string is like very sweet. You can get like a good melody on the E string. That's like where all the goodness is at on the E string. All the badness is on the C string because that's like
No.
now. Yeah. What is your favorite viola concerto, if there's any? Because like there's barely any viola concertos. Nobody cares about.
Um, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even listen to viola music.
Mm, mm, mm.
But
Same for violist.
I would say, I mean, I'm just not qualified to answer this question.
You're just not qualified. Okay, because you don't listen to viola
I don't
people.
listen to viola music, and anything that I play makes me angry. So, but I would say, okay, I guess, I forgot how to. It's like Forsyth. I think it's how it's pronounced. Maybe I don't know, but I've only ever listened to the first of it. But it's good.
Yeah, like violin concertos are better than viola
I
concertos.
mean, I mean, yes, but that's not
Okay,
because
okay,
the
yeah.
instrument is
So
better.
you can
That's
admit
not
that the
because the
violin is
instrument is better. It's just because no one writes for viola because it's so mysterious and it's just, a harder instrument, so they don't really know how to write for.
well, we have so much repertoire. You only have like a certain amount of repertoire. So you're like once you're done playing all the repertoire, you just got to go back and play from the beginning, right? So it's like, isn't that kind of boring?
Um, I would say it's very stress-free, which is how I want to live my life.
So when you get older, do you want to be a violist?
Um, I want to, well, I think my dream job would be a orchestra manager because
Ooh.
I just, I can't practice. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would like to play viola for fun, but I don't think I would want to do it like as a job.
Okay. Well, it's not really a job when you love doing what you do because you're just
Oh,
getting
yes,
paid.
that's true.
Yeah. Um. That's how I feel about music. It's not a job. It's something that you love doing and that you'll do for free, but you're just getting paid for it. Isn't that fun? Just getting paid for something that you do love. I wish every job was like that. Just pull up to McDonald's and just love McDonald's every day, and then just come to work, flip burgers every day, and then just get paid for flipping burgers. Now, viola, right? Viola was made first, right? We all know this. Viola was made before the violin, right?
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
You had a question. You was like, wait, was it? So it was made before the violin. Now, this is what I like to say. They went wrong on the first one, so they had to go right on the second one.
Oh,
Like the first try is never the great try. That's like when you're like first sight reading a piece, it's never going to be better. But the second time that you do it is the best time always.
hmm.
So that's why the violin is actually better than the viola. Because like the viola was the first attempt, and then the first attempt went trash, so they had to make another instrument.
Well,
Wait, But can't we technically say that about like violin? They had to make cello and then they had to make bass.
Right.
But then they just went wrong, you know? So like
Exactly.
violins.
It's like, I think the blueprint, which is viola, then, which means it's the best.
No. But like violin made it better. Like violin got better, then cello got better, and then bass they just kind of mm. they just did something with a bass, but then you got the octave bass, which is crazy. I don't know who's tall enough to play that. You know, um, how does the physical size of the viola impact your musicality? Well, not musicality, your technique.
I think it makes it harder.
Okay, why?
I think you just have to do everything more. Because for, like, I think it was last month, I played violin for something, and then, like, right after, I played the viola. And I'd say violin is just, like, you don't, like, I feel like you don't even have to try, to make a sound on it. I think
Well,
you just,
so wouldn't that make violin less stressful? Isn't that?
no, it wouldn't. Because violin, the strings are too thin, and it hurts my fingers.
But
So,
the bass is like, I mean, not bass. The people that play bass, well, yeah, the people that play double bass their fingers are like worse than ours because they have thicker strings. Because the strings like vibrate so much and it's so thick that it just ruins their fingers, right? So, what did you say that bigger strings are worser? Well, thicker strings are worse than the thinner strings.
well, I would say that violin is too thin, bass is too thick, and viola is just right. So, hypothetically speaking, viola is the best out of all of them.
Hypothetically, you see, you said hypothetically, but but literally speaking, violin is the best. Okay, so what is something that you want the audience to know, or just people to know about the viola that not a lot of people know about the viola?
I think, um, well, I think everyone should know that, despite all of the propaganda that is spread, viola is truly the best instrument. Um, you know, it just really is. Like, I guess a lot of viola players, such as myself, don't practice, which is why it gets hated on so much. Because then, of course, violas are going to sound bad because no one practiced. But the instrument itself is, it's just, it's the best of both worlds. It's the best.
Okay. Now we have to address some of the viola jokes.
Okay.
What do you think of when the viola became the punchline of the orchestra?
Well, before I started playing violin, I too used to make jokes about the viola. I used to bully them in my school, and then I became a violist. And honestly, they're a little offensive. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do take them a little personally. I think we honestly need to stop the viola hate this year.
This year, well, it's been
Yeah.
going on for centuries, so I think it should just stay. Well, you know, but y'all do have rights as violists, so
I think it's very hurtful.
it's
Like,
very hurtful. Well, how
yeah,
do you feel? How do you feel when a violist say that our E string hurts? That
well,
that it's
that's
not
the
that
truth.
great.
That's the truth. E strings, violin E strings are the worst out of all strings to ever exist.
Well, listen. I got a viola joke for you. Tell me how this makes you feel.
All right.
You want to hear it? Here you go.
Uh,
Did you like the joke?
no.
What do you mean? Violas are already a joke, so why would we
Oh,
have to make
gee,
a joke?
that is not true.
So there's no explaining to do if y'all already a joke, Because like you said yourself, y'all don't practice.
Okay, well, um, hmm, you-
Okay, I searched this up because I found it funny. So it said we are seeing a viola Ooh, what is that? Resonance with soloists like Kim Kardashian or Lawrence Powell. How has the repertoire changed since Kim Kardashian became a viola soloist?
I think it changed for the better, to be honestly. To be honest. I think Kim Kardashian really changed the path of all violists all around the world. Like she really opened up so many opportunities for the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. And that's what Google said. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, J.S. Bach, his son and the son and the dad, Johann. Well, they're the same person. Yeah. And then Mozart, they famously preferred playing the viola in chamber music. How do you feel about that?
I would say, understandable. I think, in quartets, I think violas, at least all the ones that I've played, violas usually have a good part.
Viola.
I think I would rather play viola than like first violin because first violins have to like practice so much. But viola can still have a good part. But we don't have to waste our time in the practice room. We can go out and partay. And still sound good.
Well, what if the first violins don't want to partake? What if they want to practice?
Well, that's it. I've never met a first violin that was happy practicing. So I
No.
think. And I think, viola still do have some hard parts. Like in the quartet I'm playing right now, the first movement has a really big viola solo.
Viola solo.
And it's honestly a great quartet. It sounds great. It's amazing. And I think the viola is the best instrument in that quartet.
What? So are you saying that? Are you saying that because you're playing it? Or are you saying it because the viola?
Both. Because, to be honest, viola if it's taught me one thing, it's taught me self-love, because everyone in an orchestra, they're going to make fun of the violas, but as, I love myself and I love the viola.
Let me ask you a quick question. So you have 3 seconds to name 3 things that you love. Go. 3 seconds.
Viola.
What?
Viola, viola, viola.
Let me ask you this. You see how you didn't say yourself?
Oh!
But you said self-love.
I am a viola, okay?
You are a viola. Oh, wait. You are a viola.
Exactly. When I look in the mirror, I see a viola. I see a C string.
You see a C string. So your voice matches a viola, is what you're saying.
Yes, of course it does. My singing is even better. I sound.
We should hear. Do you mind giving us a little singing tutorial real quick? Like sing a song for us real quick?
Of course. I'd be honored.
We should really clap it up. That was very good. Yeah. That was. What note did you hit?
All of them.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I can do that too. You ready?
Yep.
So good, right?
That sounded like an E string a little bit.
Okay, bark. Bach or Mozart?
Bach.
Bach or Tchaikovsky?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Bartok?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Milstein?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Mozart?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Beethoven?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Kongold?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Schubert?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Schuberman?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or you?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Because, I personally, I see myself in him.
You see yourself in him?
Yes.
So are you is it Tchaikovsky or is it you?
It's a little bit of both, Because, when I play his music, I just feel like it really resonates with me. And I really sometimes feel like him, you know?
You feel like him.
Yes,
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah. So you are Tchaikovsky.
pretty much.
You or Tchaikovsky. You or.
Both.
You have to pick one.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or violin.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or bass.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or cello.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or flute.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or triangle.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or your violin. I mean your viola bow.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or your violin maker.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or your viola maker.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or your mom.
Tchaikovsky. I'm sorry, Mom. I have to.
Tchaikovsky or your dad.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or your whole family ancestors.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky or Harriet Tubman.
Stop it.
Tchaikovsky or Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Okay. Harriet Tubman or you.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman or Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky.
Wait. Okay, one more. Tchaikovsky or your violin. I mean your viola.
My viola.
Whoa! Okay, viola or Tchaikovsky.
Viola.
Viola or violin.
Viola.
Viola or Robin Faye Massey.
Viola.
You just disrespected Robin Faye Massey. Viola or Janine Jansen.
Viola.
Viola or Hillary Hahn. Come on.
Viola.
Viola or Harry Rugal. You know, the Vogue violist.
Viola.
Okay, we're going to get off that. Solo rehearsals or chamber music? I mean, solo recitals or chamber music?
Chamber.
Ooh. Why?
Because I don't like I like chamber because my favorite thing to do when playing my instrument is make eye contact with people.
That's my favorite thing to do. Hey, stop stealing my ideas. No, so like you gotta sit at the front. You have to sit like in the front row, like in front of the conductor, so you can stare at the conductor. Then you just make eye contact with the conductor, you know? Yeah, that's very fun. That's what I did previous Thursday, this last Thursday. Sit in front of the conductor the whole concert and just watch him and play, you know? and we may have that conductor on the 10th episode of this podcast. So that's going to be real exciting to interview a conductor from South Carolina, you know, which is fun. C string or the A string?
C.
Dark rosin or light rosin?
Dark.
Why?
I don't know. That's the kind I always use.
Metronome is your best friend or your worst enemy?
Worst enemy.
Why is it your worst enemy?
Because you know, I think a metronome is kind of symbolic. I think it symbolizes a jail, you know, because it's just meant to control us. You know, we're meant to be free. When I play viola, I'm meant to be free. I'm not meant to follow a metronome.
Okay, so when you play at a time, right, with a chamber group, that just means like you're just the GOAT, right?
Right. It's like rubato.
Okay.
No, you have to take some artistic liberties.
Okay, so like when I was rushing in rehearsal, I was just like being the GOAT, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Now, you know, one word to describe the viola.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Now that can mean a lot of things because I've seen a lot of ugly violas. So like it looks beautiful, it sounds beautiful, it kind of sort of makes beautiful noise, that if that's possible, you know?
All of the above.
All the above. So it looks well. What about the violas that like made from like like China in a shop? I mean, not in a shop, in a factory.
All violas matter.
All violas matter. Is that a movement that you're gonna start?
Actually, yes.
Okay, so you're the new owner of All Violas Matter.
Yes.
Okay. So Cassidy, what's your last name? Kasinda, Cassandra. Tell us your favorite. Just give us a whole yap sesh real quick.
About viola,
Yes, or anything.
you know, viola is the best. Viola is fun. Viola is the best, because it is, Like, honestly, the viola leaves me speechless. I don't even know what to say.
You don't even know what it. Yeah. Like that's like me with violin. I don't even know what to say about the violin because it's so
Words
great.
cannot express how amazing the viola is.
Yeah, like every time a viola is played, they should be always cut off, right?
No.
Oh, but I thought that was what you getting at because like how I cut you off just earlier with the video. That's kind of good, right? Yeah,
No,
and let's go back to some facts real quick.
okay.
You said, "All right, I guess you outplayed me." Mm.
Oh, I was just being nice.
You just being nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was just trying to be humble.
Oh, and then your name is also Cassandra plays the worst instrument. So why? So why? So and you play viola, right? So why is it? Why is your name called the worst instrument if you play viola?
It's a paradox, of course.
A paradox.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like, so we should be thinking the opposite.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Mm. What was your mind going through when you were choosing this song, this title of your name of your user on Instagram?
You know, um, it just honestly, this name came to me.
Oh,
It just
okay.
came to me. And I was like, that's the one.
Well, I kind of have a video of you practicing here, but I thought thought you don't practice.
When was I practicing?
Oh, let's watch this. Practice. So when you
That's
were
playing badly on purpose. I thought that was literally a joke. Okay.
Mhm. So does every violist look like this, like crazy like this?
Oh, excuse you.
Like do y'all all just dress like this and like just put your mouth like that? Is that a normal violist activity?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay. So I should be telling every violist should be doing that. Okay. Y'all hear that, every violist? Okay. Morning bird or night owl? Like practicing. Oh wait, you don't practice.
If I were to practice, it would be at night.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
I don't know.
Wait, so like while your neighbors are sleeping or like what?
I mean, like 10 o'clock.
Oh, so while your neighbors are sleeping.
Because I feel like maybe because when I go to summer camps, the only time that I practice is at night. So I just do that now too.
So now violists are good to go to summer camp. Like they're good enough to go to summer camp, right?
Oh, obviously,
Oh, but you don't practice.
because our instrument does the work for us.
Oh, so like y'all don't have to do any of this, right? Y'all don't have to do like a.
No,
Oh, what did y'all do? Y'all just do like.
exactly.
with the E string. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I tune down my instrument to sound like a viola and then make it bad.
Oh,
You know.
well, it probably only sounds bad because it's actually a violin.
Oh. Well, no. Like I posted playing a viola on my Instagram, and it was like horrible.
That's because you're not a true viola. You really have to spiritually be a violist to play the viola.
Well, you have to spiritually be a viola to play the viola. Okay. Now, can you give us a big speech about why viola is the best and why you think everybody should be a great musician and go practice?
Well, you should go practice because honestly, you shouldn't actually, unless you want to. Okay, when your viola is okay, why you should play the viola? Because you don't have to practice. I used to cry during all my violin lessons every week. I would cry and cry and cry, and I haven't cried since I switched to the viola. Even when I broke my arm, I didn't even cry because at the end of the day, I remembered I'm a violist, and my life is as great as it possibly could be after switching to the viola. So viola is amazing. Play the viola. Practicing is for losers. Don't practice.
So, are all violinists losers?
Yes.
Oh, so what about Ray Chin?
Oh, that's the exception.
What about me? My interception?
Sorry. Ray Chen is the only exception.
What about Janine Jansen? Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Ray Chen just holds a special place in my heart.
What about Kai Isoka Ali Latning?
Only Ray Chen.
What about Amadin Amidida? I said her name wrong. I'm sorry for mentioning your name wrong if you see this. Oh, I'm gonna spell it out so you can know who I'm talking about. AMARYNOLMEDA. How about her?
I'm sorry. Ray Chen only.
Rachel only?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're so mean. What about like Hillary Hall?
I'm sorry. Ray Chen is the only exception, and that's it. No one else.
Okay, how do you feel about people that play the violin and viola?
I think they should honestly just take a leap of faith and quit violin and just play the viola.
Well, what if violin is their main instrument, like viola is their side instrument that they have to play for like stupid gigs that nobody want them to do, like they don't want to do, but they're forced to do it because they're stupid, and like and the viola is just like stupid, but they get paid for it, but like they wanted,
I would say once you open your eyes, and your ears truly, you will realize, the violin is for losers.
Oh.
And the viola is the best.
So okay, so we're back to the same question. You just keep going to viola's the best, viola's the best, viola's the best, viola's the. That's your whole line.
True.
Like how the divine gravity line is. Your line is the viola's the best. That's my line. That's gotta be your new saying. That's my line. Yeah. Today when we talk to this percussionist here, Kasinda is a percussionist. She's not a viola, because viola is just a instrument that you hit. You don't actually like play the viola. You just hit it. So it's technically a percussion instrument. Okay, you're a percussionist now. Is that fine?
There has been pieces where I did have to hit my instrument, so
okay.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, you're a percussionist. So let's talk about different type of triangles. There's 40 different types of triangles.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that? Oh, but you're a percussionist.
I'm a viola.
Your violas, okay. What makes violas stand out from every other instrument in the whole entire world?
It's alto clef.
That's the most. But y'all sometimes go to treble clef, right? Because y'all like y'all have to go to treble clef. So that means that treble clef is just the best, right?
Disagree.
Disagree. Why?
Um, well, treble clef, for violins, is not good because now you just have to read a lot of ledger lines.
Uh huh.
So, well, I personally think treble clef is just, it's a good clef, just
Is
not
it
when playing the violin.
okay? So like you sang, right? You're a so-called great singer, you know.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Okay. So like since you like such a great singer, right? So like you sing in treble clef, right?
I sing in all clefs. I have a very wide range.
You sing in all clefs.
Yes.
Oh, so you go like so. How low can you go? Can you go down low?
Oh.
Oh, I can go lower. I think. Mm. I went lower. I think.
Agreed to disagree.
How high can you go?
Around there.
What note was that?
I think that was probably like uh a C7.
Yeah. Around there, around there. Now, what about this? I can go higher.
That was probably like a D4, to be honest.
D4.
Yeah.
I, I'm sorry. It's like not working. It's like just working. Oh
I
wait. Let me.
understand. You
No,
probably
what's great about this? I can just find the it on my instrument.
my ears.
I can just find it on my instrument, and you have to like go all. You can't even find it on your instrument. You have to do a harmonic. Okay, now we share the same shoulder rest, right?
Right.
Bond Musica. Now, how do you feel about the Bond Musica?
Great.